What is going on, my YouTube family? And what's happening with my YouTube savages? I hope each and every single one of you guys are having an absolutely amazing, blessed, beautiful, and divine night so far, guys. We're about to get into a nice session with some of this gas pack that we just picked up earlier off the homeboy. Some of that blue OG. I even mixed in some Gelinade in there. Guys, some of the best Gelinade that I've personally had. I really dug the GTI Gelinade, but this, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. That stuff ain't got nothing on this. So before we even get into any of that, guys, quick disclaimer for the YouTube community guidelines. Nobody featured in this video or any of my videos is under the age of 21 and or holds their Ohio licensed medical marijuana card through the state of Ohio. There are no minors featured in any of my videos, guys. Not now, not literally ever. And all the content that you guys see uploaded to the channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now that we got that beat up and busted right on out the way, drop it in the comments what you guys are about to be burning on during the course of tonight's video. I absolutely always love seeing that. And drop it in the comments what you guys would like to see me do a review on next. If any of you savages enjoy this video, man, please hit it with a thumbs up. That helps the channel out as a whole more than you guys could possibly imagine, man. The more likes we get on these videos, you guys guessed it, the more that YouTube's algorithm actually decides to circulate the content around to people who have never seen the channel before, so we get some potential new savages to join that savage army, and there ain't never nothing wrong with that, guys. Am I right? I'm feeling silly tonight before we even get into this fat joint. It should be a nice little session, man. And if any of you guys dislike this video, go ahead and hit it with a thumbs down and drop it in the comments why you guys disliked it and what you would like to see me do better in the next video. Let's get right on into it, savages. Alright, guys, I've got a fairly decent sized J twisted up. I mixed some of the Snickers, which smells just like a GMO cross, some of that blue OG that we just picked up off the homie earlier, and some of the Gelinade that we got off the same guy like a couple of days ago. Guys, some of the best Gelinade I've literally ever had in my life in terms of flavor and effect. We're about to just get right on into this, man. This J is probably going to be tasting absolutely freaking fantastic. The blue OG, I might do a video all on its own and even do a little like mini review of the stuff, guys. Just got that earlier, smoked a doobie of it, and Savage actually took a nap. I barely ever take naps, guys, and honestly, it's been a minute since anything has got me that ripped just off smoking a doobie. The topic for tonight's video, guys, I'm going to be talking about tolerance breaks versus a tolerance fix, and right off the bat, I'm going to be giving some credit where credit is due here. The first place that I ever seen this information or heard it was from a YouTuber's channel by the name of Cupins, CEWPINS. He is another fellow VTuber, guys. If you want to see where I got this from the source, go ahead and check his channel out. And for anything in terms of like stoner education, that guy has all kinds of awesome content, and I'm not going to sit here and lie. I've actually learned a thing or two when it comes to stoner education from his channel, so go ahead and give his channel a check if you guys have any extra time after this video. And honestly, guys, the reason I'm bringing this topic up in tonight's video is because I'm kind of at the point myself where I feel like I need a tolerance fix. Back in the day, I would have said tolerance break though, and that's where the video topic comes from, guys. Let's just go ahead and get right on into it before I spark this up, or you know what, let's just go ahead and spark it up and then we'll get right into it. That sounds about right. Cheers, savages, and drop in the comments where you guys are lighting up as we speak. Gonna get a nice little buzz on in this video, and I would, if I was a betting savage, I would dare to say that this is going to be accumulating a nice ring. You guys see it there. I just lit it up. It's already starting to shimmer. I told you guys this was some absolute freaking gas pack from the homie, guys. I normally wouldn't even get stuff from the homie anymore. Ever since I got my medical card, guys, I kind of swore that to myself. But the stuff that I've been getting off him lately, guys, I mean, I just lit that up. That is some dizzity dank. So let's get to the topic at hand, guys. Tolerance break. Now, I'm sure if you guys have been smoking for even remotely a little bit of time even, but a substantial amount of time, I'm sure you guys have heard of the term tolerance break, where we all get to the point, guys. Let's take a couple hits. We all get to the point where we're smoking kind of heavily, maybe for a couple weeks, maybe even for 1 week. And it gets to the point where we're smoking maybe something this size. You get all the way to the end of the doobie, the bong pack, the bull rip, whatever, even dabs if you guys are dabbing on the regular, which right now, thankfully, I'm not. So when I do return to the concentrates, I'm gonna be getting absolutely faded. But we all get to that point, guys. All of us stoners who are smoking and using the medicine on a regular daily basis, we'll get to a certain point, a wall, so to speak, where you feel like you're just not really reaping even close to the benefits that you should be reaping off of the medicine itself. And what I mean by that, guys, say I rolled a doobie up this size, which is probably close to a G. Smoking something that size and not barely getting an effect from it, that's probably when you would think you need a tolerance break. And for the longest time, guys, that's the same way that I thought. And the way that this would always go is something like this. Oh my gosh. And first off, that tastes amazing. Right off the bat, the Gelinade's coming through the most. Some of the best Gelinade that I've ever smoked, guys. I would have done a video of that stuff all on its own, but I don't have any of it left. And the homeboy ain't got none of it left either. Trust me, I tried to get more of it, guys. That stuff was some fire. So a tolerance break for the Savage. How this would usually end up looking, guys, when I would get to this point, and it's happened many a time in my smoking history, okay, Savages? I would usually end up taking 3, 4, if it was a light little tolerance break, all the way up to 2 weeks off of smoking. I've even done a month before, guys, but even when I did do that full 30 days without smoking, and that was like years ago, and I did it for a job, to be honest. Oh yeah, that is smoking, guys. Do you see the pool of sweat around that thing? And I assure you, we just started toking on it. Absolutely. If the lighting was a little better, you'd see how white that ash is looking as well. Fire doobie for the end of my Saturday night. Absolutely. Drop it in the comments what you guys are burning on. But yeah, guys, so a tolerance break. Even after that time that I took a month off, here's what would happen literally every single freaking time that I did one of these things. So the first couple of days that you finally return to smoking, you would always get ripped as F. Absolutely, of course. The first, I would say maybe 2 to 4 sessions. After 4 sessions, it's inevitable, I feel like. But your tolerance would literally, absolutely, guys, always return to the point that it was at when you decided that it was time to take the tolerance break anyway. The first couple days, you guys are probably going to be getting smacked. I would always get absolutely smacked, especially that first couple sessions back. Oh, yeah. I wish you guys could taste this right now. All that melding together, I'm starting to get that funkiness from that Snickers, that GMO cross. It has to be a GMO cross. It smells literally exactly just like it. That almost like athlete's foot type of odor, but in a good way. So guys, after many a tolerance break in my smoking history, in my stoner history, so to speak, guys, I come across this video by the guy named Cupins on YouTube, another fellow VTuber, and it was basically explaining how you don't want to be taking a tolerance break, so to speak, but necessarily taking a tolerance fix. And what I mean by a tolerance fix, we're about to get all up into that. But first, let me go ahead and take a couple baseball hits. Oh my goodness. I just had the absolute fattest coughing fit, Savages, holy crap. And I usually don't even have coughing fits off of doobies anymore, unless it's some really good stuff or some stuff that's just way too dry and uncured. Nevertheless, guys, that tastes absolutely freaking bomb, man. Fruity, funky at the same time. I think it was just the Gelinade and the GMO, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm not tasting any of that Blue OG, which is just fine with me anyway. I kind of want to do a video of that stuff all on its own. Literally, that's how much I like this stuff, guys. Even without any product facts, nothing. It's not from a local dispensary. It's that good. So a tolerance fix, Savages. And necessarily what I mean by a tolerance fix is basically, the way that he explained it is the same way that I do it when I do these tolerance fixes, and that's basically just going pretty much the entire day without touching any THC, and then waiting to the very end of the night, maybe the last 2 to 3 hours of your night, reserve a little free time and just go nuts. You'll get baked every single freaking time, but essentially, guys, you can do this anyway as long as you're giving your body a full 24 hours to get the THC to release itself out of your bloodstream. That's pretty much the key. You don't necessarily have to wait until nighttime for this method to work. But one thing that I can guarantee you guys, nevertheless, it works a whole hell of a lot better than doing tolerance breaks. So if I did a tolerance break for a month and I still ended up with the same result as if I took one for 2 weeks, which is essentially your tolerance just going back to the same level that it was at when you started, I would actually feel like it's safe to assume that it doesn't really matter too much time beyond a month that you do a tolerance break. You're probably ending up with the same result. I just got a fat flavor profile from that Snickers, guys. Oh my goodness. That might be GMO and biscotti, because I get slight biscotti notes off the Snickers on its own, and that's what I'm kind of tasting right now with some of that Gelinade on the back end. A very fruity Gelinade, by the way, guys. Delicious, delicious. Oh my goodness. That resin ring is taking names. Holy crap, savages. My nose is even running. I just want you guys to see. My nose is like totally red. My eyes were kind of already low before I even started this video, guys. But this mixture right here is absolutely smoking. I'm pretty sure at this point I didn't put none of the Blue OG in here. I don't taste it whatsoever. But if I would have, holy crap, it would have been on just another planet. Peep the Savage fresh cut. That little winter beard was starting to get a little bit out of control, guys. I hate the way my facial hair comes in. I always have. But then, of course, when I shave, I end up looking like I'm like 19 years old. But yeah, Savage. Savage is. Anyway, I'm freaking baked, guys. Look at my eye nuggets. Holy crap. But anyway, guys, if you have never tried to do it that way before, go ahead and give it a shot and then drop it down in the comments after you guys try it out and let me know what you thought about it, man. I've been doing this literally ever since I peeped Cupin's video, which was, I mean, shit, man, at least 2 years ago at this point, guys, at the very least. And it's been working for me ever since. And by the way, speaking of it, I feel like I need a tolerance fix right about now because the past few days, me and Mrs. Savage have been blowing quite a bit. We've been getting some really good stuff from the homie the last couple days, while she has, rather. And then I just seen it and I was like, man, I gotta put this stuff on the channel. It's gas. Let's go ahead and do another set of baseball hits. If you guys don't know what baseball hits are, well, we usually used to do these with another person, but it's basically when you just keep taking hits and holding them in without blowing out one time, and you just see how many hits you can take. Let's go. Let's start the counter, guys. 1. Holy crap, guys. I've already been blowing all day, and this is some absolute gas. But no excuse, that was only like 4, at the most 5 hits, and I'm being gracious with myself. Nevertheless, I hope each and every single one of you guys enjoyed the video. This stuff has got me with the sniffles. I feel like I just took a dab. And I hope you guys are feeling absolutely faded off some tippy top shelf stuff as well. Man, what have you guys been enjoying from the program recently, the Ohio program specifically, guys? And I am going to be returning with more Ohio reviews very soon in just a few days, guys. Just waiting on that paycheck to come in. This is an every 2-week job. I'm used to getting paid weekly, but it is what it is, guys. I can adapt quickly to that, get a few things caught up, and then we'll be hitting home runs just like back in the day, guys. Just like back in the day. I'm fried just like, what, a couple months ago. Sheesh. But yeah, guys, if you haven't tried the tolerance fix, I'm telling you, I just did one of these like, what, 2 weeks ago? And when I came back, I swear, that doobie that I smoked that night, I felt like a teenager again. Like, I was totally immobilized. I literally felt it in 100% of my body. I felt stuck, and I haven't felt stuck like that. I mean, certain sativas like the Orange 43 from Clutch Cannabis, that would give me a slight stuck feeling in the head, but not in the whole body where I'm getting like the rapid heartbeat and just the whole 9 yards. Absolutely dumb silly. I'm feeling pretty good right now, honestly. My eyes feel like they're barely open, and I don't really have the urge to open them anymore. I'm in a really good mood, guys. I just kind of feel like chilling. She was starting to go out. This thing is so freaking resonated, guys. It's not even funny remotely. Oof. Oh. Perfect melding of both flavors right there. Oh, God. Anyway, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit it with a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Most likely, gonna be reviewing that Blue OG. That stuff is gas. I'm telling you. I smoked one doob earlier, and I immediately fell asleep, which I never take naps, guys, so... Peace, guys. Oh, and by the way, I hope you guys have an absolutely blessed and savage rest of your night. I almost forgot. I'm ripped. Peace, guys.